Hi there. In this video I want to show you how you can export racing data from your RaceAdvisor Pro members software. After you log in, you're going to be brought to your dashboard, which will look similar to this. At the top you have the races for the day that you can choose from, and on the top right above that is the Export Racing Data button. Pressing that button will bring up this pop-up where we can choose a few options before exporting our data. The first option is to choose a race card. By default, the standard race card will be selected, which is the race card that comes with your software. If you've made your own custom race cards, you can choose any of those to export data from, and they can contain as many ratings as you would like. Once you've chosen the race card that you want to export data from, the next thing to choose is the date range. You can choose up to 31 days to export at a time, and this can be historic and include the current day. Underneath that, we have a distance unit. By default, we export data in yards, and this is because that is a single number. It's the lowest number used in distance measurement for horse racing. And when you export that, it will be a single number. If you prefer to have miles, furlongs and yards in your export, then you can select that instead, and it will show up as 1 mile, 2 furlongs, 300 yards, instead of just a single yards distance. Underneath that we have two checkboxes. The first checkbox will export the PR odds, and alongside the PR odds it will export the PR scores, the raw score, the potentials, the contenders, the eliminations and the raw odds. For historic data, the PR odds will use the Betfair SP in place of the live odds. Export VDW will export the VDW scores. This will include the scores, the rank, the VDW odds. It will also include the VDW win percentage and place percentage estimates for each race. And these estimates tell you how likely it is in the past that VDW has predicted the winner in these races. Once you've made your selection, simply press the export button. It will process, the page will refresh and your download will begin. Once your download has taken place, if we click on it to open it, we can see here all of our data for the day's racing is contained in this file. You may find that the date and time looks like hash. The reason for that is that the column is not wide enough. If we just widen the column, it will show the information correctly. You can also select the column and format it to auto-fit if you wish. By default, our exports will contain the race name, the number of runners, the description, the race type, the course, the going, the class, the distance, a horse ID and a horse. You'll then see that we have a few columns here which are blank. And these are blank because I exported the data for the current day's racing and we don't yet have the finish positions, the odds ranking or the odds data for it. If you export historic data, this will of course be filled in. Following that we have the PR data, PR odds data, which I selected to export as well. And this is followed by the VDW odds data as well, which I also chose to export. And then finally we have our race card ratings. So that is how you export data from your RaceAdvisor Pro Members Club software. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch. And thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.